Hello, Grenadier. The game is a bit quiet, I think. I'll put it to max. We'll see from there. But it has been an excruciating experience, if I'm honest, to try and capture PS1. It's barely hanging on. That whole setup. There are a lot of technical difficulties, which I didn't think will even be a thing, but now I do. I mean, I haven't streamed anything from PS1 directly before, so nope. Also, obviously, the cross and circle are swapped places, so that will be something to keep in mind when doing the menuing. What swapped? The two buttons. The circle button and a cross, also known as X. Since it's a Japanese version of the game. Yeah, unfortunately the colors are very bright and fucked, though I blame it primarily on the composite cables that I have to use for the video. On PS1 you don't have many choices. It's either composite, that we know as white, yellow and red cables, you know, the standard ones, or scarred. Well, I don't have the scarred one, and it's gonna be quite challenging trying digitize that signal to put it on stream, but so the composite really is the only way I can do it, capturing off CRT TV. I'll try to explain my setup. Not exactly, no. I'm capturing using the composite cables that go from PS1, the yellow, white, and the red ones. They go into my capture card number 1 that tries to very accurately transfer the signal that comes from PS1. And through the HDMI, it goes to capture card number 2 that I can use to divide the signal into 2 and put one of them on my TV and another one on stream to the OBS. I could probably fuck around with settings a bit, but ultimately it wouldn't make it considerably better. Like, I could tone down the brightness a bit, but it wouldn't make it worth the effort, I would say. Hello, Koi. After all the sharpness we had previously, yeah, I know. Yeah, the frame rate is affected by capture card number 1. It seems to be upscaling the initial picture that comes from PS1. And I think it locks it to 59 Hertz, like 59 something something. The refresh rate. So the frame rate as a result is also, well, higher than you would expect it to be. If I were to play this on CRT right now, this would be different. Definitely. But I think this is as close as I can make it look like one for you. The next stream, which I hope is gonna be PS2. That should look better. Overall, though, I would say that the game performance on PS1 right now is definitely not slower than all other consoles that I have tried on stream in the last 2 weeks. PS3s, PS2s, and whatnot. The controls are very grippy, and overall it doesn't feel like it's having long loading screens or something. Of course, the ultimate solution for this type of stuff is probably getting FrameMeister or OSSC, but there are 2 issues with them. One being availability and the price, whenever they are available even. Shipping it here would also be an issue. And the other thing is that they are not capable of handling the resolution change on PlayStation 2, you know? On PlayStation 2 you might remember these moments where you have like a movie playing, or FMV or whatever you would call that. And it's usually in a different resolution compared to the gameplay. Those things are not capable of switching between them seamlessly. They have to like drop the signal and readjust resolution and then play them in a new resolution. Which kind of irritates me, considering that you have to pay like what, 200, 300 bucks for them, and then with shipping it's probably going to be around 400, well, here anyway. But the Chinese alternatives that are built nowadays, well, one that I'm using is capable of handling that, though admittedly the picture quality, at least for PS1, is worse, I would say. It's not bad, like, look at this right now on the screen. Like, you wouldn't tell that this is bad. It's way too bright in places, yes. And in some lit environments, the game looks a bit yellowed. I would say there is too much yellow on the screen. I don't know how to describe it. But, apart from that, and considering it's not even 100 bucks, it's alright. Nice. I like how some of the bats stopped right in front of my face there, like, we're waiting for our buddies, you better be ready. Good, because I thought they'll actually attack me. Yeah, Grunter, I was about to ask, like, is that a part of a review, but I got sidetracked. That's... oh, it did catch them all. Thank you, Shaka. Grenadier, I don't know much about, like, his reviews in general. Is he... how do I ask that without sounding weird? Like, when did he live? Is he still alive? Is he, like, writing these reviews nowadays? Or that's, like, from 30 years ago or so? Because his style does feel like something that you would read from back in the day, so that got me curious. And for 228. I see. Punk. slower than both emulators. By about half a minute, huh? Yeah. That's everything you need to know about DuckStation and its accurate emulation. Exactly half a minute. Mid-60s critic. Atlanta review been updated by him in mid-2000. Damn, I need to actually look at my notes. I should stop autopiloting. Oh my god. The sand. Oh, this should be nice. Well, that will keep me awake. Good grief. That's bright. Actually doesn't look bad on this screen, but whenever we're gonna switch to the actual gameplay screen, as you will see in a second, that looks fucking rough. Yeah, it's much brighter. Forgot I was on Inferno. I mean, I could have... No, I could not actually afford it. That would make it a bit difficult. Yeah, Grenadier. The second one I have not even heard of. Or... Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, Ebert you have been mentioning quite frequently over the past couple of years, but... 63, okay. All is well. But isn't how desert would look like actual dog day. It probably would look like that if you were actually there. Like it would actually blind you like this, I would imagine. So in that sense, it definitely accomplishes that. The alternative was for me to use the cheap-ass $5 AV to HDMI converter that I had to use back in the day for FF10-2 runs. Good grief, that was a while ago. I wanted to come back to it, but not yet. Dude. Really? That one bat has escaped the first combustion. Fucker. Outplayed. Completely. Motel room number 6 key. Knock, knock. For PS2, I have those HD retrovision cables that are like cream of the crop cables nowadays. Cost more than actual PS2 itself. So it technically should look decentish. I mean, I've streamed some stuff with them already, but it's been a while. I haven't streamed from console too much in the last year or so. Okay, that's enough for 2 combustions. Oh, I actually wanted to tell the story of how I managed to get this save file, because, well, obviously you don't think that I have completed the game on PS1 17 times as well. Oh my god. Right, I didn't. I have used the magic of modern digital world. Hold up. Let me handle this first. Nice. So, you may have seen me run this on emulator, DuckStation. On there, I was using a save file that was initially completed by Super Gamer, I suppose, or maybe he has found it somewhere back in the day, 16 times. Collecting a lot of XP and BP, and that's like a very good save file for any of the modes that you want to play. I have completed it once more with the settings that I like in the end, so I don't have to adjust them for the next run. So it was like a save file that I can use for runs that suits me well. I was using it for emulator runs, and I was wondering, well, how am I supposed to transfer this to PS1 and PS2, because I obviously don't want to complete the game 34 more times. 17 there and 70 here. Well, thankfully the Chinese digital craftsmen, the blacksmiths of IT world, have come up with a solution. They're selling a memory card with the digital thing, artisans, thank you, on it, which allows it to upload saves from console to PC and from PC to console for PS1 and PS2. So basically what I did, I input that memory card that I bought from them into my PS1, created a save file for this game, like right in the mist center at the beginning. Took out that memory card. It has SD memory card inside it that you can like get and put it into your PC in whichever way you can. I have a card reader thingy for it. And then, on my PC, I have swapped that save file with the save file that I was using for speedruns. And then, on PS1, user interface that allows you to copy save files from one memory card to another. I have copied that save file from that digital memory card onto the normal PS1 memory card. So now I have that exact save that I wanted on a normal PS1 card. And I've checked it works for PS2 as well. Absolute black magic. Like that's something I didn't even think would exist 5 years ago, but it does now. Maybe it existed for a while. I know that there are devices that you connect to your PC that can read the traditional PS1 memory cards, like the stock ones. Well, I have never encountered such device in real life, so I would not know how to get one. So getting a thing like this was probably my best bet, really. It also has a small screen, that memory card, and 2 buttons for you to control it. And it has so much space inside it that you can have like many memory cards inside one, like one for each game. Like, it's pretty handy. Probably not the most dignified way of playing your retro console, but in terms of accessibility and like fucking around with saves, having all those save files preserved somewhere, it's probably your best bet. Because on normal PS1 memory card, there is barely any space on it. Like, it's so small. And if you play a lot of games, some of the games were taking multiple blocks as well. Room 1. Which also made me realize that I can preserve all my save files that I have from back in the day. Although it's not that many left, really. But I do have that Front Mission 3 save file somewhere. For 60-something hours. Uh-oh. I didn't like the way it was looking there. I thought it was doing like the turbo thing right in my face. Where it doesn't think twice and just starts ramming you immediately. Right, nearly done with this cleanup. For number 9. Every time I'm going through the door, I can hear the sound that console makes. That not screeching noise, but it's like a very silent one, anyway. Even if we could call it that, when it's reading the data, I suppose. But it is very subtle. Unlike, for instance, Dreamcast, where it's not screeching, it's like scratching a blackboard. It's the sound that can wake your neighbors up in the middle of the night. It's that fucking loud. I can still remember it from the moments I was running called Véronique. Flint, stop licking me, please. Thank you. Xerox. Yeah. Pretty much. I do miss those days when consoles used to be something more than just playing games. Like, just a little bit something of unique feature to them. Because PS1, you could also play the audio discs. I have used it a few times back in the day to play some of the music. That I had. PS2 could watch DVDs. It was used as a DVD player. PS3 could play Blu-ray discs. And PS3 was actually cheaper than actual Blu-ray discs players. So some of the people were buying PS3 not to play on it, but just to watch movies that they had. Because it was fucking cheap. But yeah. Those days are gone, I'm afraid. There are other instances of things like that that I can remember. I could also play... Well, I could. I didn't have Saturn in my childhood, but I have it now. I can play music on Saturn as well. Not taking that away from it. And on PSP you could also watch movies, but those movies were in a very specific format. The UMD, the small PSP specific video discs. Which I heard was a bit of a headache, because they were region locked, if I recall correctly, but still. That's a little something to have. Which, and things in general have personality to them, regardless of how it was. Okay. I saved MP. That wasn't a mistake, I saved MP, because I knew that the Kyle will be shooting them. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. We should just shoot them anyway. I'm saying this every time I'm running this, like... I don't think it's worth a combustion. These poor 4 moths, but... whatever. Dude, what? Not a good fight. That was mainly on me, but not a big deal, really. The only good thing I can say about modern consoles is that their reliability is much, much better than the ones of the past. which is neat, because they also cost much more money. And I have seen people who were trying to repair their like PS4s and PS5s. It costs almost like 1/3 of the console cost. That's a lot of money. I guess it depends on the issue itself, obviously, but in those examples that I have read about, it also said that it doesn't happen very often. Gaming. Okay. Because in the case of a, let's say, car, I can imagine if you have like an alpha that keeps going wrong all the time, keeps getting broken, and you want to tinker around with it, and you might see some character in that. Maybe even get some joy out of that. But I have a feeling that it's, in most cases, would be easier to fix than, say, fixing a PlayStation 2. Because without proper education, you're not putting it back to working state. Does not. Overly passionate. That's true. Mm-hmm. The biggest issue that I had when it comes to fixing stuff, well, there are actually two cases that I can describe. One of them was modded PS2 that I got at some point. I didn't know it was modded. I wish it fucking wasn't. It's PS2 90006. Which is probably a speedrunner's dream, in other words. Because it is of Asia region, you can play Japanese games on it, and it doesn't require you to have the step-down converter from like 240 to 100 that is required to, you know, have the Asian stuff working at your home. I, in my infinite wisdom, decided to remove all modding that was done on it, and all that was done to it really is just a chip that was soldered to the PlayStation 2 itself. So I have unsoldered it, but I guess I didn't do it properly, or I may have damaged something in the process, which resulted in it not working anymore. Maybe nowadays, with my slightly better experience, I could try and go back to it and fix it. But yeah, trying to put that together was not a pleasant experience. Well, yeah, trying is the key word there. But the biggest meme I had to encounter when it comes to disassembling consoles and putting them back together is no doubt Nintendo new 3DS. What a fucking joke that is. It's basically not meant to be disassembled. It's one and done deal. Like, you assemble it and you don't pull it apart ever. Because if you don't know the intricacies of how it's like built and put together, that hamburger of different wires and micro schemes, you're definitely gonna break something while trying to disassemble it. Like, you have to really study what you're gonna see underneath before you open it up. I didn't do it back in the day. I don't remember why I decided to open it in the first place. I honestly don't remember nowadays. But while trying to disassemble it, I have broken wires for 2 buttons. I had to order replacements from China, which I have replaced. It works properly now. All good. However, there was another button that I couldn't just easily fix. I had to do some soldering on a micro level. Like, I need a microscope for it. Soldering iron with a proper what can you call it? Like, the proper end part to it. Like, it has to be very tiny and small. So I don't unnecessarily burn something I don't have to. And then put it together. But basically, home button doesn't work there anymore. And I had to actually resolder it fully. I have all the components, I just need to sit down and do it. Which I haven't yet. It's a tricky business. PS Vita and PSP are easily disassembled. PS1 as well. Well, there is not much going on in PS1, so I would be surprised if there were any issues. PS3, it has a lot of layers to it, but there is no backstabbing unlike Nintendo stuff. Like, you just sort of just slowly, methodically take each layer out of it. And it is easily it can be easily put back together as well. It's just a lot of it, you know, sandwiched together. PS4, it's pretty much same as PS3. And PS5, well, I have only removed the panels that I have substituted for the 30th anniversary classic look. I have never fully opened it up. There was never any reason for it. Okay, cleanup for Borner. Right. In general, I don't just disassemble shit without a good reason, because it's always tricky to pull it back, but when it comes to electronic devices, the curiosity tends to prevail, and I can peek into something like that, but sometimes I wish I didn't. One more second and he would bite me in the ass. How much do I have? 42? That's good. Right. 21. That's good enough for now. And enough for next room, then I'll revive Pyro 3 for some MP. I've been to souvenir shop, back street, warehouse, dilapidated house. Now gas station. Okay. Nice. Love entering this room on that screen. That's a free time save. Technically. Parking and toilet. Oh, that's the risky one. I love that. Always uncomfortable. Cal risk it, but almost never works. It did in the last run, but fucker. Yeah. You're funny. Well, I wish you were in front of me immediately. Where is this alcoholic? .95 MPS should be good. Okay, done with breezeway. Only loft left. Then we can go and skip the shower scene. Which should be a punishable offense, but what can you do? I did put Oh, I don't need it. I need gunblade. Never mind. All good. No panic. Not yet. Well, what do you have for me, mate? I don't like it very much. He's doing the smack 3 times in a row now. Fucker. No. The hand swipe has occurred the least amount of times, though, in these 10 or whatever attempts that I've done. Or 8 or 9. Okay. Mangouche. Alright, we're going to Douglas. For most of these battles, I don't even remember where enemies are. Especially if I kill them right from the entrance to the room. I mainly remember about the ones that gave me the most headache, but they are, in their majority, are in a shelter. Whatever. How did she manage to aim at Scorpion 5 miles away instead of Chaser 1 meter away from me? I don't know. I'm not questioning a professional agent. Okay, it's Apo in every room, pretty much. Except for the junkyard. Nearly done with disc 1 at least. Okay. 2 more left. Scorpion bro better notice me. Wow, he did. Disc 1 in 1 hour and 8 minutes. I don't even remember if that's good or not. For console, that is. Asking me to bend over. Bam. Good. Let's have 4 left. Good. That's good. That's 1. That's 2, 1. 3, 1. 4, 1. Let me reload. 6, 2. 8, 3. 10, 4. Okay. Oh well. I mean, that's exactly within the expectations. That was some really shit luck on the crits. So, since this is a console, how am I supposed to approach Blizzard Chaser fight? Because I feel like without sharp controls of the emulator, this fight is a bit different. Well, the first phase I can probably just do normally. Immediate shot, since I'm aiming right away, with Mangouche. And then Inferno, and it's dead. While it's falling down, I need to change the Gunblade. And then the question is, what do I do with phase 2? Do I immediately cast Apo and then hope that it will fall down not a mile away from me? Or do I wait for him to jump down and then I immediately cast Apo and kill him right near me? Probably the latter, if I'm honest, but we'll see. Oh shit, I should have used it. Oh, whatever. I don't need that much MP here anyway. Admittedly. Nothing will happen until he makes that moan and falls down, pretty sure. Yeah, I wonder if in second phase he will always do the jump down after he disappears from the screen. Or there is a chance that he might get stuck in a corner just like he does in phase 1 here. then I do this. At the start, yes? Ah, well, let's see. Well, okay, I'll wait for him. I mean, this works as well. But I need to... See? I'm somewhat learning. That I need to step away before slamming with Gunblade. Okay. Yeah, he did the turnaround thing at the end of the pathway. And 3 MP. That should be fine. For a while, but I will have to be on the lookout since I did not use that MP boost one. There should be some green amoebas sooner rather than later, which will give me a decent amount back. Holes number 1 and 4. If you will stand still in initial camera angle, it's like 50-50 for jump down for him to turn around and charge back. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess you have to really listen to what is happening. If suddenly the sound of his feet disappears, then he's definitely about to jump down on you. For whatever reason, just ornaments him jumping down. I see. Yeah, it's alright. Both outcomes are fine-ish. Like, as long as he's coming for me and not just getting stuck. Such a good start, and then the usual memory of 80 damage. Wow. Alright, secret passage. South walkway, yes, it's this one. That was really weirdly angled, but sure. Got lucky there with 70 damage, actually. Good for me. 75. That's storeroom. I'm not pressing anything this time around, I'm just standing still. No thank you. Stim, don't need that. This fight has been a joke recently. There we go. That works, sort of. Bam. 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 Lucky. For once I didn't have to reload the gun here. Nice. Oh god. The picture is all fucked now. Uh-oh. Hold up. I think I know how to fix it. But give me a minute. Okay. Should be back. Yeah. Yeah, these are the technical issues that I was talking about. This better not happen in the Eve fight, because I would be slightly upset. Yeah, I'm not sure what is at fault here when that happens. PS1 or the capture card. Though you could argue that combustion on those two would probably be a better choice. So what was I doing here? Just running straight forward? I really liked it. Because I didn't get paralysis, but rather got something else. Yeah, confusion. There you go. Nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm full MP, all good. I need this MP boost from the rewards, but I'm not gonna use it. It's pennies. Don't need any of that rubbish. Whoa. I know. Relatable. Okay, septic tank and then boss fight. Ah! Good. Oh, it's this fucker that can never make up his own mind. Neither does he want to die. One of the biggest assholes in this run. Good. Give me back my good weapon. I'll take some rewards. I need to use the toilet from this. I could heal, but 82 HP is enough for the next room, and I can use protein capsule that they will drop anyway. Not again. I'll fix it in a minute. Though for me it's probably better to fix it once I get through this area, because we're on a timer. That's probably a better idea. So you'll have to bear with me for a minute. Sheesh. I feel like I've used way too much MP on this. Hold up. You restarted. Headache. Yeah, this is the technical difficulties that I was talking about. Fuck if that... Now Eve fight certainly looks like a thing where that might happen as well. It's like... that happens whenever there is a shit ton of audio happening all at the same time. But how does that affect everything? Why? I don't know. It's weird. It is weird. Okay. Look at him. Damn, he's trying, but he only made it worse. It's definitely not an issue of capture card, because I have used it to do a PSP run. It worked flawlessly. There weren't any issues. There was just something with PS1. I think... maybe... I don't know. I mean, PS2 ideally should be faster anyway. When it comes to speedrunning, I have no doubt in my mind that it will be beating this time without much trouble, but still. It's not very pleasant when I have to jump around the room and fix it on the fly. Okay. definitely gonna be short on MP here. At some point. I think I've used one too many because I was too distracted with the technical issues. One too many in the enemy rush. Second room. Why am I so drunk when trying to run through this exact part? It's like 3 runs in a row now. Let me get through the door on this screen. No. One step too far. No souvenir shop. I have enough for it still. Apple and Mongoose. Oh, I have to finish off the Stalker. Right. Same deal in here. Oh. 624 damage. That's room 3 now. Balcony. Balcony might actually put me back on track within this situation. Should be some mind sucklers in there. And then in room 5, as intended, I'll get the MP boost too. Injected in me. Or will I? Nope. Okay. Two MP short. If there was only one stranger here, I would have used Apo and just shoot him afterwards, but since there are two, I can't really get away with that because I'll have to run to the bathroom and shoot the other one. That's just too slow. Normally I would get away here with just using Apo, but since I'm in this weird MP situation, I probably shouldn't waste it. Bork. Yeah, I see him, but he's an asshole. He doesn't want to die in one hit for God knows how many runs in a row now. Unbelievable. He definitely can, though. Okay, garage, and then we're out. Okay. Sewers. One moss back and two divers. Good. Seems like a good setup. Works almost every time. It's twice in a row this chaser sees me. Great. So I now have to waste my time aiming there. Meow Molsky. All the meows. And all the technical issues that come with capturing PS1, it seems. It doesn't like to be captured. It doesn't like to be seen. It's very shy. Very PS1 looking feet. Yeah. feels composite cables, man. Yeah, sometimes the feed becomes very choppy and I have to restart the capture to fix it. Don't know what the issue is, but it feels like you're playing at 5 FPS and sound goes all wrong. Hopefully I don't have to do it too often until the end of the run, but I'm already getting tired of it. Ooh, got him. Nice. Still have many versions left. Just PlayStation 2 after this one. And then I'm done with this game forever and ever. I'm almost achieved, yeah. Leaving the best for last. Well, it doesn't look like PS1 actually achieves the best in that regard, but PS2 should be good. It's nice to capture and nice to play on, it's not slow. Hopefully. Of all console versions so far, I would say that the least favorite is definitely PS3. That was agonizing. Huh. What? Fucker. Nice iframes, mate. And the best is probably... Well, if not for technical issues with this, I would say this, but otherwise Vita. PSN release or disc on PS3? PSN release. North American. I mean, PSP also wasn't bad, technically. Oh, again with this shit. Yeah, this is what happens sometimes. Fuck. Why does it keep happening? Like, what the fuck? Bruh. Now it's maybe fine again. Is it? Allegedly. Meh. Though some would argue that when the game was lagging like that, and is like 20 FPS or something, it looks more like a PS1 experience than this. But I would rather not, if I can. There was N64 mode. Yeah, this was an issue before I started the stream. It wasn't for the first hour of the run, and now it's like in full force every 20 minutes or so. And if it's gonna happen every time I ride that elevator, I'm gonna be slightly annoyed. Wow, that's bright. No. Beep, beep. Time to do the quiz in Japanese, which I'm not very prepared for. Never will be. Insane lore knowledge. Yeah, just read. Weren't you reading it for those Persona 2 Eternal Punishment speedruns? Yes, I have. That would be a very reasonable claim, actually. Yeah, there are like 10 questions in there or something. And answers are always in the same place. It's just the question pool is randomized. You get 3 out of those 10. Whatever. Wait, that's too early for this. Here. I really hate technical issues in my speedruns. Like, that really puts me off, but I'll just have to power through it, I guess. Might also ask, like, why am I not running North American version of the game? Well, I don't have North American console. I could get the game, yes, but I don't have a single North American VDA game to play on such console. That would be like the only one. So I don't see a point. Nor do I want to run on a modded PS2 or use those weird launcher thingies, so I'm fine with this. I can read a few letters. The biggest issue with running this, the Japanese version, is swapped cross and circle buttons. That's like the biggest issue, really. Any lock covers? Thank you. Hey, Retro. JP, very good. Most. Come on now. There we go. The brain is making unplayable. Yeah, it fucks with the brain. Right, I got used to it during the run. I mean, I've run too many games in Japanese as it is, so I'm quick to adjust to it, but it doesn't mean I like it that much. Okay, that's all correct, I think. MP. It's good. So now I'll get it to max again, perhaps. Let me just step on some heads here. There we go. Lucky, unlucky, unlucky. Never lucky, evidently. What is this shit? Well, it's too late now. What a cock. Unbelievable. 61. Should be good. Should give me back like 50. No, 65, 17. Where's the 30 plus 18 room? Okay, back to the mines. So this is the one with 2 brain stingers. Ugh. Good. Very nice. Yes. There you go. Yeah. I would rather take crits in this room than the storeroom a minute ago. Because here I have very little room to dodge them when they're shooting their projectiles. Hello. There you go. Yeah, I didn't want to shoot the first one anymore. He should have died from poison. Have a couple of questions about the game. What type of questions? I'm probably not the best authority to speak about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm playing on console, so I'm using the disc for it. This room first. Never jumps at you here. It always jumps to the ceiling. I'm waiting for the day it will stop doing that. Done. Okay, so we now go back to the sewers. Then straight to New York through B2. It's not very straight, is it? Yeah, I never tried to run that game with any of the enhancements. I'm mainly playing this on consoles whenever I do. B3 first. Yeah. Inferno 3 in the rest of this area as well. Okay. Okay, I was worried that Suckler had the first one. Actually didn't get killed by Inferno. That would be an issue. I'd have to run all the way back to the beginning of the room. Okay. Where's the other one? I can hear him. Yeah. You the toilet. Don't need that. Okay, back to B2. Now I'm curious if I will get the same issue again with the capture. It's really distracting. Doesn't look like it. Not yet, anyway. need this camera angle first. This one. Now I can cast. Because if you start casting it there, you'll get hit by maggots. It's one of the very few cases where you have to do something additional other than enter the room. Again, why does it keep happening? Hold up. I wonder if it's, well, not time-based, but it happens in relatively samey periods of time. Like every 15-20 minutes. Doesn't look like it though. Nope. Okay, that works. Okay, onto Neo Arc. Two hours, 7 minutes entering New York. Well, it's hard to judge this run considering I had to unfuck my capture so many times, but... I mean, this hasn't been bad though. Alright. It's better than half of the runs I've done in the last 2 weeks. Let me pretend to focus while solving this. Oh my god, I can see that it's casting blind at me immediately. Yes. Okay, good. Professional. That's like 8 years ago. MP should be enough for what I will do here. Maybe. take this recovery. Since the clownery is about to begin with horned strangers. Alright. Apart from that, though, we are about 60% through the run, I would say. Maybe 55. This does look like it will be 340 with all the issues. Which is within my expectations for today. I thought this would be like slowest. Just for wrong reasons, evidently. We'll see. Maybe I'll have a good final fight or something. My last two runs, the Eve fight was like 15 seconds long. Well, 20 maybe. She really let me have it. Same setup as I usually do now. Bam, 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 bam. Well, that was a bit of an overkill, but sure. I didn't like them very much as well. What the fuck? Yeah, misclicked it. I forgot I was on Inferno. It's not important. Really? Nice. On the plus side, I didn't have to switch to it here, but it's not an issue usually, anyway, so. Now back. Pavilion, bridge, garden, bridge, yeah. Sure. It's fine. And back to Forest Zone, where I have a pack of 3 Horned Strangers. Well, I say pack, but I think part 1 is Parasite Eve. What do you think? I feel like the mobs are more stationary. Yeah, I have not played first game myself. I have only seen a playthrough of it. Maybe it's just that gameplay that I'm showing you here is giving you that impression, but depending on enemies, they may be quite mobile. Can't have this conversation. I'm gonna do. Yeah. With Parasite, if you either like one or two, you will never encounter a person who likes both. It's like a rule. It may be written somewhere as a law, like in the country. God, this guy. Come on. That's good. That's all three of them at once for the first time. Nice. I can't say that it was fuss though. Got stuck in a motel, I gave up. I think we were playing FF11 at the time. It's very rare to encounter someone who was playing FF11. God damn. Red, yellow, white. Why is this so impossible to remember? Eh. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright. Yeah, those two games are completely different genres, so it's very hard to compare them in general. Okay, do I have... Okay, it's 2 in this room and 2 in the next one. Okay. Could have ran to the exit immediately and hoped for the poison tick, but didn't want to chance it. Because sometimes when you run away from those horned strangers, they might just jump back in the jungle and disappear, which is annoying. Okay. That's 2 as well. Good. Yeah, I haven't heard a single good word about Third Birthday in all my years of streaming on Twitch. I guess it was really... Wow, that's so far away, mate. I can't shoot you there. There we go. I guess it really was that bad. Haven't played it as well. Good. What about the third one, maybe? Never It's the one that can't make up his own mind, as usual. Wow, this is fantastic. Nice. I like spending a minute in this fight. Cool. Thank you. Definitely need some health back. That wasn't nice. Also, the author wanted more money for his story, you know, they never reached an agreement. Who even was writing for the third game? I don't know. Move the bridge. Marty should give Parasite Mutant a try when it's out. Thank you for a good stream. Yeah, thank you for joining. I have just, well, I say a bit left of the game. About an hour. I'm getting there. Bridge, garden, power plant. The usual path. Patience on this one. Good. Although I do wonder sometimes if it's worth it. You can do this quicker if you're sure that you will luck out on a crit to the bog diver, but you know how it is. Just get lucky doesn't always work. slightly unlucky. That's supposed to be ringers. I'm taking that with me. I'm not using it. I'm full anyway. Cool. Pavilion, submarine tunnel, forest zone, woodland path. Move the bridge. Okay. I know this path. Still alive. Mate, stop. Come on now. Inferno 3, I have enough. Unit toilet, don't need it. Wooden path. 4 strangers here. Well, let's see if I can get them all 4 at once. That would be nice. I know that it is possible. I did that 2 days ago. It was a bit annoying, but not impossible. This one might die from poison before I spawn a new one. Yeah. Asshole. What? Come on now. Oh, you spawn now. Oh, bye. Okay. Okay, that makes it 4. Well, that's annoying, but... I was at the spawn point, like... I tried to trigger it, he didn't spawn. I don't know why. So definitely not blaming myself for that. I'll blame, as a speedrunner, who do I blame? Oh, programmers, that's Square. Yeah, there we go. Pyramid move as a bridge. Okay, back to island and gallery, and then we're going to the other part of New York. Glad to see game has not died for 25 minutes. I'm also done with these annoying enemies. That's good. Yeah, all that looks nice and correct. Ooh, 3 crits. Yay. Nice. Should use combustion here technically, but this is just as fast if you're lucky, which I most definitely am. Always. Mm-hmm. Savannah, Shrine and Power Plant 1. Alright. This part done. Now the boss. And then we're back here again, technically. But it will be a cleanup before military. Cool. Access tunnel, B6 corridor, and training room. Okay, golems are out. Pausers. Well, one is never enough anyway, but one magazine, but whatever. Come on. Take that, but don't use it. Well, it should be fine. I also destroyed both speakers. Nice. Road to actual 100% begins. Yeah, to the percentage, speakers are absolutely irrelevant, as it seemed. To me, back in the day, and still is, well. In my notes, I very explicitly have skipped them back then. Three, two, one. Time for a long cleanup. This will last for like half an hour. Getting all the fights before the story segment is over. All the fun. Hey, I've done more than usual already. I have destroyed both speakers in Puppet Stinger fight, okay? I'm trying my fucking best here. I still skipped all the chasers in the Luton fight. Yeah. Afraid I have done that. I do wonder now, though, Now that you have reminded me by not really reminding me, can you bend the rules somehow with that? If the idea is to achieve the 100 number, on the encounters, or like enemies killed thing, encounter counter, I do wonder if those chasers count in that fight, in a similar vein as Horned Strangers in Neo Arc, and killing them also adds to the counter. And we can instead skip some actual fight. So it would not be 100% in a sense of killing all enemies, but it might be quicker in the sense of having a faster 100 number. Unlikely. I mean, Bishop, that you do before Ultimate Being, gets counted. So the final percentage is actually 131 if you kill him. Like the value in the memory that counts 311, it becomes 312. So, I don't know. Who knows? But I'm not willing to check, and I think that still would be a bit cheeky. By that logic, everything counts. Well, Horned Strangers don't, for instance. They have a separate number that is used in the calculation for 311. Not 311, the 100% stat check. Like, it takes 311, it takes those Horned Strangers defeated thing, and maybe it takes something else. But unlikely, since, you know, I can already achieve 100% with that, but what if you kill absolutely everything? Will it go above 100? I don't know. That's what I'm pondering about, mostly. Still, since the simply everything has to get... Yeah, I get it, yeah. Technically, you are right. But... since we're going by that number that we are checking at the end of the game, I'm not willing to do more than I'm required to in the speedrun sense, so... meh. That immediately eliminates all second-guessing perpetual argumentation. Yeah. Like, kill absolutely everything. That's true. See, the issue here is that it would also imply that, you know, every single video would have to be watched to make sure absolutely everything was killed. Oh no. Oh no. Who would do that? Isn't it supposed to still holds the moderator status 4? Yes, and 6 other moderators who are very active and helping him out. Yes. unfortunate. I'll do. Could tell those were some low damage numbers, so I have to shoot twice. Shit. I didn't want to pick it up, but I forgot that the buttons are swapped for confirmation. No. It's okay. I have enough inventory space. Simply tell all the XP you get from all the kills. And then to make cross-reference at the end. Hold up, I will give you an answer to that. I do have an answer. For once. You need to watch it. 23 MP. If I recall correctly, in power plant fights, if you don't deactivate security, you have to fight those cameras, and if you have to fight them, they will give you XP, question mark. I'm not fighting them, so I'm not receiving anything for them, so that can screw that over. And technically, if we are all using different save files, we're all starting with different XP number, and we'll end up with different XP number. Terminal give XP, pretty sure. I'm not sure. That's gonna be annoying. I don't have metabolism with me. I'm trying to avoid it so I don't screw up the spell wheel without good reason. Have to pay for it sometimes. What about the limbs of Ultimate Being? How do we count those as XP? And is the run still valid if you don't destroy all of them, or do you reset? You're Dude. Sucks. Well, as you're gonna hear, all our thoughts and ideas are gonna crush. Get destroyed by the fact that no one cares about this game. And even less people care about 100% and how it's supposed to get calculated. Because, admittedly, to check all these theories and ideas and things that could be implemented, you would have to complete the game 100%, and probably not one time, but many times. Maybe even complete it on all difficulties to make sure all the XP numbers is adding up. Yeah, who's gonna do that? Yeah. Nah. Not me. Mountain Nightmare, how that... Yeah, that's good call. I'm absolutely astounded, still, like of all things, by the fact that Duck Station 10X category exists when you can't even run that anymore. So it's like another dead category, essentially, just like the a legacy emulator. And no one seems to be bothered by that. Yeah, I mean, I kinda do remember reading through the forum. I feel like I have a grasp of the situation. More or less. Okay, it's time to heal and recover a bit. Parking water tower. You know, the other day I said that I feel kind of left out, that not a single thing has been discussed with me all these years when it comes to this game and speedrunning it. But, you know, maybe it's good that I haven't been consulted. Maybe it's for the better that I did not participate in that. I don't know. Like, as you have figured and heard from me directly, I'm not the most informative person when it comes to this game, but I can do the monkey job of playing through it many times and confirming one thing on the other. And I have played it, I feel like, enough at this point to have some knowledge about some numbers at least. But yeah. Junkyard. Done. Okay, only driveway left. Well, you say that, but you, unlike many others, I would dare say, have written a guide. Admittedly, it's not the most formatted guide I have seen, but it gives enough information on how to do 100% efficiently. And there are videos too, yeah. I'm definitely not feeling like, you know, becoming a mod now and doing all the discussions now. I feel like all of this is beyond repair, but I'm still a bit pissed. B1. Oh, it's that shit. Right. No. Okay, that's actually good. Ah. What? Ah, yeah, you're tearing me apart. What the fuck? Okay, I will admit that angle was very ambitious, but I'm still annoyed. Bit heavy moment when I'm going to consider mainly consulting you when I was doing no damage of this game. Oh yeah, I have that run in my like watch later playlist on YouTube, but I never got around actually watching it. I thought I will watch it before doing like rerouting this, but then I realized that it's probably gonna be unnecessary because, well, this is too simple as it is. I probably don't need any more information that I already have. Mate, notice me. Started turning mid-cast move the AoE area. Yeah, well, for like split second it looked weird to me, but I was like, well, surely this should still work now. Nah. Never mind. P1 no damage is way more impressive. P1 is such a fucking chunky shit show. I was convinced that no damage in it was simply impossible. Even told him as much when he was doing it. Hours, 32 minutes. This is not fast. But with technical issues that I had with restarting the feed, like what, 4 times by now? It's alright. I don't think I have even seen a speedrun of P1. This was never open PS1, still P2 dual case, right? Actually played this P2 double disc thingy once before on stream, but it was on PlayStation 2. Oh god. Why me? Shoot this asshole. Thank you. Or not thank you, I guess. Fuck. Guys, you're too slow. You suck. Unbelievable. But PS1 never got much job. I definitely have not played it in one session for this long. Okay, this will actually be an issue now because I forgot to do this, but actually it's not an issue because you still have a ton of time. Good grief. No, just take it with me. Yeah, usually equip it before the fight, but since I'm talking right now, I'm not paying any attention to my notes or the game. Oh god, well you are the asshole. Wait, what am I doing? No! Well... Hold up. I did not meant to do that. Yeah, that's just my brain dying there. Momentarily. Yeah. Okay, I need to focus for this one. Much better. What do you have for me? Asshole. Oh, this shit. Oh god. Yeah, this is a bit dangerous, actually. Encounter. Okay. No, don't aim at him. Damn, I actually wanted to catch them all from the side with one shot, but yeah, that was ambitious. I was at a wrong angle for that. That was almost too close. Okay, that's Venice. Don't need that. Alright. Questionable maneuvering, but okay. Again, I thought I was too close. That will do. Bam, bam, bam. What do you have? Another clown room. Has been going relatively well though. Most of the time. What do I have? That'll do. I could, for the memes, run the Russian version I have of PE2 on a PAL PS1. But that's like the most agonizing torture that I could ever put myself through. Would be a good joke though, I guess. think within half an hour I should be finishing this, right? But this should not be as slow as I was estimating it mid-run. I mean, with all technical issues, it could have been. And it still might be, but... Oh, look at that gate. See, the spell wheel is fucked now that I have metabolism, but thankfully I'm not gonna be casting spells too often for the rest of the game. So like 5 more times maybe. Okay, next room is absolute cancer. If he's aiming at me, I should immediately just get meta. He doesn't. Should still be fine. Boink. Fucker. Should be fine. Confused. Confusion sucks. It's not as much as danger, it's just losing you time. Because of how unpredictable it is. Well, at least to me, I don't know. Maybe there is a way to handle it better. Ah, dude. This room. Lucky. Okay, bishop next room. Okay, dish. We have. Not exactly efficient, considering the erratic background change there, but that will do. Whatever. As long as he's dead, it's okay. One more left though, in the shrine later. Apart from that, on the Neo Arc remains, and then final boss. too early. It's me. Also unnecessary, but I took one step too far forward. Now another rogue in this room. Fucking knew it. Why do I even bother with him? Why did I hear more than one bug diver there? I mean, there's supposed to be only one, but... They're all in my head now. Nothing in here, but there is that funny encounter in the pyramid, as I always like to point it out. With two rooks just facing you right away as you enter the room, and them doing funny things, potentially. Shouldn't kill me with full HP, but might be a bit problematic. If they're aiming at me, I should run. Oh, guys. Didn't even try. It's lucky. And all you get for it is 4 grenades. Thank you. I better be grateful for it. Right, power plant 2 and bridge as well, right. Is this really potentially faster than all other console runs? I mean, they would be in different categories, technically. Well, not all of them. PS1 and PS2 are the same. Pepper. This time... this time... I just missed him. Don't really find it surprising. Well, yeah, because all other ones, except for PSP, are technically emulators. And this is a hardware run, but you know how it is. PS1 is never known to be a choice for speedruns, compared to PS2, which has this fast disk thingy that does save time every once in a while. We'll see how much time it will save over this run, because I'm very curious. I like discovering stuff like that. PS3 is using software emulator to run PS1 games. PS TV as well, PS Vita as well. Only one that doesn't use any kind of emulation, if I recall correctly, is PSP, because it is on the same hardware, more or less. It's like slightly different compared to PS1. So it can run PS1 games quite efficiently. If only I could compare PS4 as well, but Sony in their ultimate wisdom decided to remove backwards compatibility with games like these. What's new? I mean, sure, I can understand if, like, they can't achieve emulation through hardware on a new console. Like, emulate the work of old hardware without actual emulator. Like, so basically not emulating, just run it exactly the same way on that hardware. But they could at least have the emulation, like PS3 did, for all these digital games, like this one, that you can get on PSN. That's too much to ask for a console for, you know, one salary worth of monies. So sorry. Yeah, that's fair enough, I was too close and on the wrong side. This will be at least from cloud service. I mean, there are also rumors that it will be immediately released with a portable version of itself, like PlayStation 6 portable kind of thing. But I find it really hard to believe, considering what was it called? PlayStation Portal? That streaming thing. Like, no way they did that, and now they will do like a proper portable console afterwards. Hell no. Of course they won't. Even I, as a Sony boy, didn't get PlayStation Portal or whatever the fuck it is. Like, I do sometimes have some decency, apparently. Oh god. There's always this talk of people like DTC, they're always in their phone, their Nintendo Switch and all that other. Well, yeah, of course. I thought it wasn't due to prevalence of handheld devices. because people must have practically impressed, they simply have to be glued to their overpriced piece of plastic 24/7. And there's correlation with the fact that stuff is old, so that is widely available. I guess so. Yeah, maybe. When I'm driving bus to work, I'm often one of the very few people who are not stuck looking at their phone. But admittedly, I usually have my headphones on me with some music that I can spend my time with while I'm en route for like 40 minutes. Although, saying that, I should probably mention that other people who also wouldn't be drowned in their phone are the ones who are over 60 years old. So I remember having my appliance service states the appliance were available 30 years ago. Also very expensive, like character mixes the possessed everything was done by hand. Bang. Yep. Yes. $327. This is mental. Good grief. I had one of those mixes with 2 whisks that could quickly beat stuff up every tool for every job manual. Hold up. Hyper. Ringer. Sure. I also needed to do that, so technically not an issue. Wait, where's my second E? Okay, it's good. No panic. Just in case, put this here. Energy. Got that. That. Loaded. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Survived again. The expense no longer need to go just to restore some unfortunate individual that's say leaving away for less than a minimum wage to hand deliver to step to see with all these luxuries and shortcuts. Yep. Ah, you bitch. Okay. Sort of.